Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Hamzat Victoria Yano, the CEO of Victor Designs International. So today I would like to teach us on how to make 4 different bags. Before I proceed, if you're joining me for the first time, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't only subscribe, kindly click on the notification bell so that you can be getting updates on our new videos. Thank you. First bag is how to make a simple H design bag with double face leather. So you don't need to pad this one. Okay, this is it. Beautiful. The second one is how to make a mini traveling bag souvenir. Okay, this is it. Can you see it? So it's for a day journey. You can. Okay. The third one is how to make a jute bag with a puff handle. Jute bag with a puff handle. Can you see it? Okay. Jute bag with a puff handle. You can take it to the market. Okay. For shopping. Okay. While the last one is how to make a classic men bag. That one also is a souvenir bag for is actually unisex, but it's for men. The design is designed for men. Okay, so we'll move to the materials needed for all the souvenir bag and the H design. Thank you. So now we'll move to the materials needed in making your single H side bag. So you need your double face. We're not padding this one. You need your double face, so you can use double face to make it also, so you don't need to pad it. You need your double face. You need hose for the handle. You need chain for the long handle. You can use the leather also for your long handle. I'm using chain. You need logo. You need chain hanger. You can use chain hanger or you use D-ring. This small D-ring. You need thread. You need your pattern. You need magnet. You can use magnet or you use lock. I'm using magnet. You need rivet pin. You also need eyelet. You need your eyelet. So you need candle wax. You need presser. You need hammer. So this is eyelet. You also need your straight scissors. Okay, so now we'll move to the cutting. So for the cutting, you measure on your sheet board, you measure 12 inches by 9 inches. After measuring 12 inches by 9 inches, you measure 1 inch from here to here, you mark it. 1 inch from this side also, you mark it. 1 inch from this side, you mark it. 1 inch from this side, you mark it. Then you slant it down. And the same thing, you do the same thing for this part also. Then you trim it out. After trimming it out, The next thing to do is for you to get your flap shape. Okay, to now get your flap shape, the first thing you do, after measuring 12 inches, the back will be 6 inches. This is 6 inches. You divide it, and the flap head is 1.5 inches, while the flap is the remaining one, and this is 4.3 inches. Okay, so after you've trim it out, to now get this shape, what you just do is that you measure 2 inches, you mark it. Okay, then you measure 2 inches also on the other side, you mark it. After marking it, you measure 1.5 at the down part. That's where you fix that's where you fix your snap or logo. You mark it, then you first of all draw it from here, then you draw it out. After drawing it out, you get this shape. Okay, for the back also, for the front, you measure 9 inches also by 6 inches, 9 inches by 6 inches. Then you measure 1 inches on the both side and you slant it down. That's when you get this shape also. To now get the side, for the side, it depends on how you want your bag to be wide. I'm using 3.5 inches for the side. Okay, for the side, you measure 3.5 inches, and then you, after measuring 3.5 inches, you measure 0.5 on the both side. After measuring 0.5 on the both side, then you slant it down. So after you slant it down, after slanting it down, for the H, you measure 0.5 by 0.5, 0.5 by 0.5, then you cut it out, you trim it out. That's when you get your H. You can also watch the video on the padded bag, that is how to cut H shape. You can watch the double side also, so you get how to cut the H shape very well. Okay, so to now get the bottom, you place your H. You can multiply the 0.5 by 0.5 to get accurate. You measure, you mark it, you place your first H and mark it, then you place the second H also and mark it. So you mark the second H also. You now check the remaining one, that's to get your bottom. So now we have 7.8 inches left. So to now get your bottom, you measure the down part of your H. So this is 3.5 by 7.8 inches, 3.5 by 7.8 inches. So you cut it out, 3.5 by 7.8 inches. That's for the bottom. Then you place all your pattern, you place it on your leather. After placing it on the leather, you cut it out. This is it. So the H, you cut out 2 of this, that's for the side. This is the bottom. And for the short handle, you measure 11 inches by 1.5 inches. 11 inches by 1.5 inches. That's for the short handle. So now we'll move to the sewing part. Okay, before we move to the sewing part, you can cover this flap and you may leave it. To cover it, you place your pattern on a leather. When you place your pattern on a leather, so you place it from here. That's where you just place it like this and cut it out. So I will use this to cover the flap. Can you see it? Okay, so we'll move to the sewing part. The first thing to do is to fix your eyelet. So on your leather you measure 1.5 inches. After measuring 1.5 inches, you place your puncher on it and you place it on the candle wax, then you punch it out. So after punching it out, you fix your eyelet on it. I hope you can see what I'm doing. So after fixing your eyelet, the next thing is to fix the logo. So you place it on it. You make sure it's in the middle. So you punch it. So you fix the magnet on the flap lining. You fix your magnet on it. So I'm using 3 magnets. So if you want to sew the flap lining with it, that's how you will sew it. I hope you can see what I'm doing. But before you do the sewing, you need to fix the handle. You need to fix the handle first before you do the sewing. So you sew the handle. To sew the handle, you fold it into 2 and sew it. After sewing the handle, the next thing to do is to fix your hose. So while fixing the hose, don't forget that you're not cutting the same size with the hose. You're cutting 9 inch with the leather. You're cutting 9 inches. Okay, so you fix your hose inside the leather. You can also use Velcro, but preferably you use the hose. So now you fix the handle inside your leather. You fix the handle inside the leather. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I hope you are getting it. Don't forget to get your practical materials. So after you've done that, you can see that it's long, so you need to trim it. Okay. After doing that, you punch it. You can use super glue to hold it. You can also use pin. So I'm using rivet to hold it. You can use super glue also. So the next thing to do now is to sew the flap lining on it. So that's what I'm trying to do now. The next thing to do now is to sew the side. But before sewing the side, you know to fix your D-ring. You can use chain hanger. I'm using D-ring. So you measure 1.5 inches and make sure your D-ring is in the middle. Then you punch it. So after punching the side, the next thing to do is to fix the D-ring. Okay, I'm using rivet, that's tokotaya. Okay. So now the next thing to do is to sew the bottom with the side. So you place it on it. After placing it, you sew from edge to edge, not from the end to end. You sew from edge to edge. That's where you sew it. That middle, that's where you're sewing it from. So you do the same thing on the both side. Now what I'm doing now is to fix the magnet. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I'm fixing it on the front. So that's what I'm doing right now. So to fix it, you make sure you set it very well and you press it on the leather very well, so it will give you a mark. Then you take your punch and punch it. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I'm pressing it very well. Okay, so you punch it, then you pin it down, you press it down. That's what I'm doing. That's how to fix your magnet. So the next thing to do is to fix the side on the front and back. So you do the same thing for it. Okay, but you first of all fix the side on the front, then you place the other side on the back also. You fix it. That's how to do the fix. You can also watch the padded bag video on how to do the sewing also. You can see that's how you sew it on the front and back. So you do the same thing. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, can you see it? All right. So this is the finishing end.